Hello there. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are back to another exciting weekend. Great, great, great. It feels great to be back on a weekend on the show. This is the Hangout series. My name is Wisdom Chapp-Jumbo. How have you all been? It's been a hot weekend. So many things happening all across Nigeria. Many things happening across Nigeria. How you all doing? How you coping? It's difficult these days to survive. So I don't know. Just checking on everybody. It's been a hard and tough time for many people. I read a lot of comments and posts online, and I just can't help but worry. How is everybody doing? But uh, it's a weekend. It's a time to rest. It's a time to get off the whole wahala, the whole hustle and bustle, wherever you are, wherever you're watching from. Um, Nigeria gets tough every day. Nigeria gets tough every day. I know, but let's try and do our best to stay above. And try to survive. I mean, we have no other country than Nigeria. Why we pray and hope for the very best. Um, it is well. I don't want to go down all what has happened during this last week. It's been tensed for many issues. But today, I want to take you guys off the plenty wahala. So, in a country like Nigeria, how do you start your own entrepreneurship journey? How do you kickstart your entrepreneurship journey? I've brought somebody who will share her success story with every one of us. Someone who um, uh, she has, I don't know how to put it, but I personally find her story very inspiring. If you have been on Instagram, if you have been on many social media platforms, including the internet recently, um, one very young, vibrant, industrious lady broke the internet during her NYSC celebration, passing out from the NYSC. She broke the internet. I was celebrating a brand new car she gifted to herself, and that was from process from her business, that she did not lie around just doing anything. She went into something. She did so many things, and part of it was selling fish. She was a farmer. She's a filmmaker. And she made a lot of money from it, and she gifted herself a car to celebrate her passing out from the NYSC. And this broke the internet with many people saying a whole lot. But today, I want to focus on how inspiring our story is. I mean, how do you make a lot of money from selling fish, from being a farmer, and being a filmmaker at such a very tender age? Um, and in a time where, when you go for NYC, you see people lying around for the government alawi and not doing anything with their time. So, but she has done this for a while and she has broken through. And today, I hope and I pray that her success story inspires many more women, many more people to do a lot for themselves. Her name is Ifeoma Bernard. She will be telling us a lot about herself. And grab a seat, hold your phone closely, and please, we welcome comments as usual on the show. So please drop your comment on the comment section. I know many of you have a lot to ask us. So without much ado, I want to bring up my guest so we can get on with the conversation for the day and without wasting so much time. Hello, you're live, Ifoma. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine. Hi. Hi,
Yeah.
viewers.
I want to thank you for coming in early, for standing by. I was watching you as you were on the backstage. You were just waiting patiently for me to bring you on. I really must thank you a lot for your commitment towards this. So, welcome to the show. We are live now.
Thank you.
All right. So, let me ask again for everybody to hear, how are you doing? How has your week been? How has your weekend been so far?
Well, I work mostly on weekends, like my own work, so it's been like I just
Okay.
came back. Yeah, I just
Oh,
I just came by where I went to check out some properties for some clients. So
I
just
see.
had to rush home because of this interview.
Okay. Okay. Great. We thank you so much for that. So before I will get into the conversation, let me tell you again what the Hangout series is. So many weeks ago, I started the Hangout series live here on Facebook. I know you are a very frequent Instagram user. You see what they do with the Instagram live. And I thought of, okay, why don't we do something on Facebook too, to be able to learn, educate people, and bring information closer to people, and try to talk about a lot of topics that are difficult for people to talk about, and bring people who can actually share more on this, and mostly to inspire people with story like yours. So far, we've been having conversations from politics to global business, entrepreneurship, just a range of many talk shows. So, and the feedback has been very solid. Let me use the opportunity to also thank many of you who reach out to me with different topics for us to share, and many of the experts you think we can bring on the show. Something we start so little, we don't know how and when it grows bigger than us. So you're welcome to the show again, Ifeoma.
Thank you.
All right. So first, you see, if you watch well, I'm calling you Ifeoma because the first name is a bit difficult for me to call. So Paschaline Bernard Ifeoma, correct?
Yeah, Paschaline Bernard.
All right, Paschaline Bernard. So is Paschaline your real name, or it's a name you gave
Yes,
yourself?
that's my name.
Which
No.
is your real name?
Paschaline is my real name, yes.
Interesting. Okay. So people watching would like to know, tell us about Paschaline Bernard Ifeoma. Who are you? Tell us.
Paschaline. Well, I say Paschaline is just Paschaline. Just an ordinary Nigerian.
We want more than that.
Who Paschaline is a filmmaker, a farmer, a YouTuber, many other businesses.
All right. So
I actually studied law, though. So because I don't practice, I don't like to say I'm a lawyer.
Oh, okay. You actually studied law?
Yes.
Interesting.
So I prefer to say I'm a filmmaker, a farmer.
So, but how did you study law and ended up as a filmmaker? How did that happen?
It was about passion. I finished secondary school in 2008, and that same year was when I featured in the first film ever. That was 2008. It was actually a film though. It's something I had always wanted to do. I've always wanted to study law. Like while growing up, I always wanted to be a lawyer, and I became what I wanted to be. But as a profession, as a profession, I've always wanted to do more. Be more, not just being a lawyer or practicing law. I've always wanted to, do a lot of things. Do a lot of things, businesses.
So it's not like jam. It's not like jam you into law. It's something you actually wanted to do.
No. I actually stayed 3 years for waiting to get the course.
Wow.
So
wow.
Yeah, it's something I wanted to do. Nobody forced me. It's something I had always wanted as a child. I always wanted to be a lawyer, and I did it.
So when did the love for filmmaking start?
Like I said, 2008.
2008. Okay.
Before my admission in 2011, I was already doing film. Yeah.
All right.
So I was doing film and I was schooling and doing some other businesses. Yeah.
All right, interesting. It seems like your volume is low. Can you increase the volume of your phone maybe a little so we can hear you some
Okay.
more? I think
Is it is
you.
it is it clear now?
All right, it's better. It's better. It's better.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So my next question will be how did you start your entrepreneurship journey? What was it like for you? Take us a little bit from the beginning and take us through how did it start for you? What triggered it?
You know, um, well, is what triggered is just the passion to have more, to do more for oneself.
Mm,
While growing up, even before I got admission to study law in Imo State University, I
okay.
know then I had a group of friends who were also film inclined, like were doing films. We were trying to grow back then in a way. Sometimes we contribute more
Mm,
money and we do a musical drama. We even had
okay.
one that we did then that broke the internet. The whole of Nigeria knew about it. The title of the film
Mm,
was Usobudi. It was a musical
mm,
drama, an Igbo musical drama that we did that. So then what we were doing was we just, gather. This one will bring 5,000. This one will do a film. Maybe
mm-hmm.
something small but big. Usually
Okay.
musical dramas. Then sometimes we want to organize shows. It was just about the show business. So sometimes we want to organize shows, like we could just maybe see a bar, maybe like where they have a bar, and then we want to
Mm.
talk to the management, want to do social and social, people will pay for gate fee and all that,
And this was in
so we share
Owerri.
the money. Yes. So,
Mm.
share the profits depending on the arrangement. So because of the show, we may tell them, all right, your drink is 200, increase it to 300 because people will
Okay.
come, the play gate fee and all. So we just started the whole entertainment journey right from 2008 when I joined the film industry.
Mm. Interesting. So
So
since then till now,
the fish
how many films
business,
have you made?
I've made well over, personally, as a
Yep.
producer, since I became a
Mm-hmm.
member of the association uh, of movie producers. Since I became a member, I've
Mm.
made over, I became a member in 2017. I've made over 6, 7, 8 films for
Okay.
myself,
Okay. But
for my
generally.
company. Yeah,
Okay.
generally, I can't count.
All right.
Yeah, I can't
You you
count.
you were about to say something about the other businesses you have. How did that start?
Yeah. So then in a way too, I have friends who want to. I was actually doing brokering for people that want to get house or lease and all. So I was
Mm.
doing that. When I help you rent your house or get a house, and you give me my own percentage and all. And
Mm-hmm.
so slow down while studying law is not an easy course, so I had to slow down. I slowed down a lot of things while studying law, and after that, in 2016,
Mm.
I did my first feature film. My first feature film in 2016 here in Abuja, and then I started
Mm.
staying here. So I
Mm.
was always coming here to do jobs for myself, for TV companies, for other people, and all that,
Mm. Okay.
investors. So then, while staying here, and I started thinking about the fish business. So the fish
Mm.
business started like 2 years ago.
Okay. 2 years ago. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, 2 years ago. Yes, when my brother um, started his. So we're always going to the farm and all. So he
Mm.
actually inspired me, to do the fish business. So I was always going to the
Mm.
farm with him and all. So I was trying to like put one or two together, do calculations. I was
Was
waiting
this
for
in
him to make
Owerri
sale.
too?
Let me see. No, here in Abuja.
Okay.
That was after I relocated. I relocated to Abuja fully in 2017.
Okay.
But I started doing more in Abuja even before graduating from Imo State University in 2015. That's when I started working in Abuja. So I was always coming here to do jobs and all. So after school, I thought, okay, since I'm always here to do jobs for people, why not just get a house and then start staying here?
Okay. Okay.
So I moved in, and then my brother wasn't in the country at the time. And when he came in, he started, doing farming and all. I was always going with him. At first, I was skeptical, like, after investing all this money, will he make it? So I was just like trying to slow down to know, the profit that he's going to make from the business and all. And by the time he sold, I thought, okay, fine. Only day for this thing. So I started investing.
So how does it work? So do you get the fish from Owerri and move it to Abuja, or you do the fish in Abuja there, and then you sell?
No,
How does it work?
No, usually what I do is I have hatchers, so I just buy from them. I buy from the hatchers. What I get mostly, I don't buy singly. So what I get mostly are the juveniles. So I buy from the hatchers. They put in my pot. I put 3,500 and 4,000 capacity each. So
you have a pond.
I buy from them. Yes.
Okay.
A farm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get you.
Lease, not mine. Yeah. Not like my place, but I'm on lease with them. So I took that on lease. So I buy from the hatchers 3,500, 4,000 pieces, depending on the capacity of the pond, and then I put them, I feed them, take care of them till they grow and they're up stable size, and then I sell.
Oh wow, interesting. Okay, so it's sort of interesting for me, a fish seller, a filmmaker, and a barrister. It's sort of it looks so much. Does it not overwhelm you?
Well, that
what is your regular day like?
I go to work. I work for a firm, a private firm here in Abuja.
As a lawyer?
No, as the head of admin and HR. Yeah. So I go to work. Usually I wake up by, depending. If I have orders to take care of, I wake up earlier, like 4:30, before 5, before 6 I'm off, go to the farm, take the orders, and then take to whoever wants it, and then I go to work. Or I leave the house by 6:30, 7:30 to 8 I'm at work. After work by 5, I drive straight to the farm and then home.
Okay, that can be easy in Abuja. I'm not sure it will be easy in Lagos.
Yeah, because it's the road is in Abuja. That's why it's easy.
Interesting. So now going to the main gist. So recently, you broke the entire internet, social media, blogs, everywhere. I mean, you literally broke everywhere, and that came because of your post where you celebrated your passing out of NYSC with a car. You bought yourself a car, and then you mentioned the things you do for business. You mentioned the fish, the farm, and the filmmaking, and the whole space went on fire, and people sort of focused on your selling of fish. How did that make you feel? Because there were a lot of response, people commenting. I know it was probably 24 hours or 48 hours of fame. You could still be getting a lot of the taggings on social media, but I want to know from you, how did that make you feel generally?
Well, I first posted that on my wall on Facebook, and then in a group on Facebook, that's Igbo East. That's a group for Igbos on Facebook. So I think that was where that broke out from. When I got the whole trolling and bashing, is it fish, which fish is that? The man that is chopping this fish must be paying well, the allergy is doing this and that. I felt bad, and I was actually gonna respond to some of them because I don't take clap. A lot of people tell me, you know where you're going to, don't think, but I don't. When you clap me, I clap you back. Usually that's what people me. When you want to say stuff I don't like, I clap you back and put you in your place. But
Okay.
I tried to clap back. Then one of my associates called me and he was like, "Hey, PB, stop. How many people are you going to respond to?" So, and I was looking at it like the numbers kept increasing like every
Because I
second,
was watching,
Then,
you were literally replying everybody. I'm like, this girl is on a
yeah, so I
mission.
was clapping back a lot of them. So the things kept increasing and all, So a lady now came on my inbox and said, congratulations to you, my dear. Please, I want to tell you, don't listen to them, don't mind them. When you keep throwing stones at every dog that barks on your way to success, you get there. So I picked that. So I now said what I did was I changed direction. So I started replying to those who were congratulating me. Yeah. So I felt bad, but at a point I thought about it. I said, what are they saying? They're going to change the price of my fish. I just moved on. Someone actually called me and said,
go on.
Someone called me and said, Passy, why are you replying them now? You know that people must talk now. You shouldn't have replied. You shouldn't be replying. I know you don't take clap back, but just let them say what they want to say. Is it changing who you are? Okay, fine. This people are really making noise. I thought about it. I said, well, it's not going to change the price of my fish. So they can say whatever to the sir. They say what they want to say. You won't stop them. You won't actually stop anybody from thinking what they want to think in their head. So I just let it fly.
When I saw the post also, I mean, the first thing everybody will think will be, this kind of fish. So, but the extra thing I did was to actually go and look you up. I looked for you on Facebook. I went to your business page, and I saw your business and what you do, how you dispatch the fishes, and some of the things you do about it. So, but it goes back to think now. Why do you think that when a woman is successful, there is always so many things to say about her success that are always negative? What do you think is the cause of that?
Well, the world is spoiled already. Everywhere is spoiled. You understand? So everybody thinks the woman cannot be successful on her own. I don't know why that is though, and a lot of women have actually come to accept this this thinking. You can actually see that most of the people that trolled me were actually women.
Your fellow women?
Yes, they were actually women. So when I thought about it, I was like, okay, fine, and maybe today they can't actually do anything without a man. I know there are men that I've looked up to that are my friends. I admire them, their successes and all. I always look up to them. They inspire me a lot. You understand? When I did my first feature film, I know how many of my friends that called me and was like, oh, Pastor, this is a very good step. Send your account. I'm going to send you some money to support you. It's not like I didn't have money to do my film. Because they've already seen that this girl is taking a step to do something. They wanted to now support. So a lot of people won't even, a lot of these men that they think are pumping in money, that maybe they think a man bought the car or something, they may not really want to do something for you except they see you taking a step, knowing that you're doing something, that you're willing to do something, like something for yourself, without actually depending on them for every penny. So that's one thing that they don't understand. They just think if a girl owns a car, then it must be a man. If she owns a house, then it must be a man. Then a girl cannot do anything to be successful except a man is involved or a man is giving her money or not. You can imagine one of the girls actually asked me, okay, since she said something like told me, then somebody replied and said she's been doing businesses, check her watch. And I said, who then gave her money to be doing businesses? So you can imagine such questions. Who gave her? How did she not get the money? To do business. So
all right. For me, I always believe that women can do more for themselves. Like you said, sometimes even as men, we are happy to support when we see women doing things for themselves, and all they need is just support, and not sitting just idle waiting for the cake to be handed over to you. You know, there's always an extra effort to put into doing this. But I want to ask, who who inspires you, and what inspires you generally? You know, when you were thinking about all of this, when there was nothing, what was inspiring you to start up with this? And who are the kind of people, or what are the kind of things that inspire you to continue to keep up with this entrepreneurship life?
Well, like I said before, I have a lot of people I've actually looked up to. You know, they may not really be in my field, but I've always looked up to them. You know, I've always admired their work, their hard work, and all. Sorry to say that they are all men. I'm not the ones that want to. I'm not among the people that want to take lead from Dankote because I don't even know him. But I take lead from people that are around me. You know, people that will always tell me, Passy, you can do this. Why not try this? You're gonna do it. You know, I have people who will always push me to do things, and even when it's time, when I want to, you know, say that, will this work or it won't work or something, or, you know, the person will always be there to say, what is it? But you've done this before now. You've done it like this. Why not try like this? You know. So someone like, I have a friend who is an engineer, Engineer Joseph Uzo. I have my very good friend. We've been friends for over 10 years. You know, we started it together in the industry way back in Owerri, Achinil Kingsley, and he's with me all through till now. He writes all my scripts. You know, he manages my channel. You know, he's just been there, someone that supports you, someone that trusts in you, someone that believes in your dreams and all. You know, the kind of ride or die kind of friend. You know, and recently I've been looking towards another end, that's into going into real estate. You know, I have a friend who is always telling me about stuff, this land, that house, this one, that one. That's the CEO Wakama Foundation. That's all the Sabiotot, or the boutique out there on the Yema. You know, he will always tell me, you know, if you buy this in so and so time, it's gonna appreciate. Okay, see this one I told you last week. Do you know that it has appreciated to this and all that? You understand? These are men that know that they invest in things, and then you see it working. You know, they talk you into doing business, into doing some things that are profitable.
All right. So anybody like you watching now, there's always one question in the minds and in the head of people, especially young women who want to start business. How did you get your first capital to start your business? Because capital is always an issue when people want to start business, especially young girls. How did you fight that battle of getting capital to start your business?
Well, like I said, I've been doing films, so I have a few of my films with multi-choice. That's African Magic DSTV. So I've been doing films, and money has come in from film. As a filmmaker, I'm not. It's not as an actress, because I make my films. So most of the films I do are actually my film, or I am co-producing.
Okay.
So I don't really get to pay myself, and nobody gets to pay me.
Okay.
So what we do is get artists, pay them to do the job. So the stuff for movies has been coming. Then I do a lot of other things, like I told you about. I do this agency stuff. When you get somebody else and the person gives you money. I do shopping like for people who don't stay in Nigeria. If you want to get anything, you tell me. You just give me your list. I tell you the prices. You get it. I will be for you. You pay me. So these are things I've been doing like, in time past, and they've been giving money. I've sold stuff too. I've sold stuff. Like I sell. I don't want to mention. Let me not be like I'm advertising what I do.
No, go eat that. That's what the show is for.
You know, so
I mean,
if anybody that goes down my page, if anybody that goes down my page will see the things I've sold in time past. Bags, wares, you know, most times I do online shopping, you know, and I get people to buy stuff. So they buy on pre-order, and then I order from China and then deliver to them.
You are indeed a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah, so as long as it's something that is meaningful and it's gonna bring money, I'm in. Just discuss the business and they will do it.
Interesting. Interesting. That you are a serial entrepreneur. This one is serious. From real estate to farming to filmmaking to selling of clothes. That's so much.
I sold fat burner. I'm still selling.
Okay.
A bottle of fat burner is 25K.
A
bottle of fat burner is 25K. I sell that too. Oh, which one will I call? A lot of things. As long as it's something that, like, you've looked at the market and this is what people need. You know, what really happened with the fish was usually I was selling like when they grow, I call these people that will send to the end user. They'll come and pack them from the farm and then give me money. But during the pandemic, I noticed that everything went up. I was buying dry fish before now. Even though I sell fish, I was selling the fish. I was still buying dry fish from the market.
Okay.
So when it was the period where there was lockdown and all that, I noticed that fish went up, and fish that was being sold for 200 was not being sold at 600, 700, 800. So I keyed into that. So anybody that sold consumables during this lockdown made money. If they said they didn't make money, they're lying.
So the fish business did not grow. The fish business did not grow so big until the pandemic. Were you making a lot of money from the fish sales like last year, before the pandemic?
Yes. But you know that this whole dry fish stuff started this year.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I started selling dry fish. Yeah, before the pandemic, or I think sometime in April, that was when I started selling it as dry fish. Like I started drying it myself and selling to people. Another thing that inspired me was the time I went to somewhere to get something, and then I saw where people were coming to buy fish and all, and they were selling dead. They were actually drying dead fish. So I wondered to myself, I said, these are things I buy in the market. You don't even know what you're buying. You don't know what you're eating. So I started killing and drying it myself, because most of these fish that they buy are actually dead. They are dead fishes. They just bring them out dead, and they still dry it. You know, very dirty place and all. So since that day, I said to myself, I will never buy dry fish again in the market. So I started drying, selling, and using too.
So you sell most of these fish via social media?
Yes, social media. All of them, social media. Instagram, Facebook, and
tell us the strategy behind that. So you just post it, and people will like the fish, call you. Is that how it works?
Yes, like most times, what I do is I get orders. Because if somebody is buying like 1 kg, I can't just go and collect fish of 1 kg and then pay somebody to go and get the fish for me from the phone. So I get orders. So when they are like 30, 60, 90, 120, name it, 110, 150 kg, I harvest and then give and supply. I harvest, dry, and supply. I don't take small quantity order, except when I have like the one I've already dried and maybe the remaining one after weighing the scale and the remaining and all. But I don't dry and keep because I like to sell them fresh.
Okay. Okay.
So usually a kilo of my fish is 5,000 naira.
1 kilo.
Sometimes I have people, yes, 1 kilo of the dry fish is 5,000. So sometimes I have people who want me to barbecue it because I do it myself. I do the barbecue and deliver to you in your house. So wherever you want, I deliver it. Or I call a dispatch rider to take the order. Depending on who is buying.
All right. So someone in the comment section wants to know. It said the person's name is Toward Terminal People. Toward Terminal is asking, what is your challenge on the fish farm or the fish farming? Do you experience any challenges with the fish farming?
Well, before I had April harvest, the challenge I had was the weather was so hot and we lost some of the fishes. It was pretty. Everybody will know that period was very, 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 very hot, and then we lost
hot. Okay.
And even today when I went to the farm, I noticed that rain that fell in Abuja last night and this morning was heavy, and there was erosion and all, and then it entered the pond. So they had to start doing clear, drain all the water so they can put fresh water. That alone can give them infection. So aside the fish having infection or the weather, sometimes the weather can affect them. But there's no how you can lose everything and lose there's no how you can lose, what I do is earth pond. So I don't know, I don't know the challenge that maybe someone that has a pond at home, I don't know what they can be facing, but I use earth pond, which I think is better.
What does earth pond mean?
Because they're like something that is dug, is already dug, like a well. No plastering, nothing, just,
Okay.
Yes. It's already dug, not like a well, like a pool. It's already dug like a pool, but it's just that there's no plastering, no flooring, nothing, just there. And then you just channel what's your pipe and all that, how to drain it and how to put water in it. That's all.
I see. All right. So one of the challenge of the fish farming,
infection.
One of the challenge you're having is infection and weather.
Yes, and the weather. That's all.
Okay.
And sometimes these people that come to buy your fish, they can be very funny. When you buy, another trick I understood is this: when you sell them as dry, you make times 2 of what you make if you are selling them as live.
Okay. Why is that so?
Yeah, because the dry ones cost more.
Okay, because we factor all that cost into it.
Yes, the dry one costs more. If you go to the market and you pick up one fish, they will tell you 800, 900, 1,000, depending on the size of the fish.
All right, interesting. Viewers, if you're watching, if you have questions for Paschaline, you can please drop on the comment section. I'll be asking her. We've been talking about her business from being a filmmaker to a lawyer to a fish seller to a relator. In fact, she's a serial entrepreneur. Very interesting. Which I like that vibe. Okay, so of all you do, Pascal, I want to ask you, of all the businesses you do, which do you identify with? Paschaline, sorry. Of all the businesses you do, which do you identify most with?
Producer.
Why is that so?
Yeah, because I don't know why this whole fish thing, I don't know why it was just the thing that went viral and all. And of all the things I said, which farmer was not fish seller was actually the last thing that came on that note I made. I think the farmer I wrote producer, farmer. Fish seller was the last thing I said. I don't know why it was
Mm-hmm.
just this fish thing that everybody is on, and they just think, what is she selling and all. I want to be identified more with the production thing.
Is it because it is safer for you, or it is safer to be identified with a producer than a fish seller?
No, because like the fish seller thing is a loan thing.
Okay.
It's a loan thing. Yes, it's a loan thing. So it's a loan thing. So being a producer,
Right.
you have a guild, you have an association where you meet people and.
Okay. So out of many of your comments on some of the, especially the blog post on Instablog, one of the comments caught my
You got
eyes.
me.
So I said I was going to ask you today, and I will read it. You said,
Okay.
to all of you hating and judging, this car now only a pop gift from me to me. 2 pack for house, and this is actually my 5th car. The last one was bought only in November. Some people should drink cold water and relax.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. But actually, my last car was bought in November. But I don't want to talk about. I don't want to go into that.
Wow,
This is not about
interesting.
what I own. It's not about what I own. I don't want to go into
And
that.
I just said I will ask you. If you don't want to go into it, that's okay. I said I will ask. All right. So, Ifeoma, my one of my last questions to you will be, in case anybody missed the whole conversation, we've been talking about her journey. She started from Owerri, where she used to be an actor on the side, and where they used to go to joints and places to act small drama, do small show, and earn some money. So this is where it started for her journey, until when this journey moved into her school days, and then she also continued with that, and she relocated to Abuja. Aside acting, she's also a producer. She started making her films. You said from 2008, right?
Yeah.
Yes, great. So until she got her admission as a law student in 2011, and from there the business continues as she mixed that with her studies. The business grew into from acting film and producing films. She did a lot. Now went into farming. She's also a realtor. Realtor means she's into real estate, where you can get houses from her if you're in Abuja. Um, um, so it's just sort of a serial entrepreneurship journey for her. She has also sold clothes. She has anything that is meaningful that can bring money. She jumps at it, and she's always open to business that is profitable and meaningful. I mean, it's sort of a bold mindset to approach life, and I'm not surprised you have just bought your 5th car. I know somebody who is doing this business, starting small, but you can see the potential of the business to grow into something big one day. So when we saw your story, she was asking me, so one day, if I buy my 2nd car, is this how they are going to say, so this is what I am selling for to earn money to buy this car? Yeah, so I mean, it makes a lot of sense, and she actually drew my attention to you a lot. That's why we're having this conversation. So my question last to you now is, what is your advice to younger girls who probably have gone through your story, and they like how you have multiple streams of income? They also have different business ideas they want to start. Like I asked you before, the issue of capital is there. I need there's no money. I have this plenty idea to start. How do I start? you know so what would be your advice to younger girls who also have ideas like you, but they are struggling so hard they are struggling so hard on how to start, what would be your advice to them? Because they are all listening.
Well, there is no better way to start than to start. I've had somebody come to my inbox to say, I admire you from a distance, or I want to be like you. Please, I want to get something done. I'm being idle and I want to start doing something. I say, what have you decided to do? And she said she's still thinking. I said, you're still thinking, then why did you not come to me? So a lot of young girls don't even know what they want. They don't even know what they want. So it's all about discover yourself first. You should know what you want first. Then you walk towards that dream.
Okay.
That's
so I've discovered what I want. This is my dream. How do I start? I think is the main thing I want you to answer, because that is where the struggle is.
See, the truth of the matter is this: you cannot start any form of business that involves money without money. So I don't know the kind of company, the kind of people you have around you. I don't know the kind of, people and company you have around you. But trust me, once somebody sees that you're already starting something, it's not about going to tell somebody I want to start something. You're not doing anything. The person is not doing anything. There are actually people you can talk to and then they can help out. There are actually people who can help out. But because they've not seen you doing anything at all for life, like in your whole life, you've not done anything at all, how can they not trust you with plenty when you've not started with little?
Makes sense.
So it's not about, yeah. So a lot of people are there. You may think they don't want to help you. It's a lie. You want them to start a business for you. No. Nobody will want to start a business for you. It's not possible. It's not possible. Except maybe it's your husband. No man will want to start a business. Like say, take this money, and it's that the world is already, everybody's suffering now. Like everywhere is tight. Money-wise, everywhere is tight already. But when they see that you're actually making, taking a step, and they are seeing it, they are following you, they are seeing it that this girl, they try. They will not say, oh yeah, take.
Okay, but your own approach.
When you tell them you want to do something, I have friends when I did my first film premiere was Abuja, and then I had, people were telling me, come and do Abuja was sold out. People were standing. I did it at Nane Street. That's the now Rosebud now. It was sold out. But guess what? I had people telling me, bring it over. And then I called a few of my friends. I said, people want to see this film. And the name of the film is Bible. And I don't know. I can do stuff, but I don't know what they're expecting. Then Kuba came out, and their fees still, they are renting their hall, like their smallest hall is about 500K.
Okay.
So what I call, the first question they asked me is, me boss lady, be like, boss lady, how much do you have? Do you get the point? Boss lady, how much do you have? So imagine if I told them I don't have anything, and you're planning to do something and then you don't have anything. It doesn't work that way. So I just feel a lot of girls, they have people who are willing to help, but because they've not, really started anything, they'll be looking at you like this one is not serious.
So I want to ask you, your own approach to business. Would you say it has a lot to do with you being an Igbo girl? Because Igbo girls, there's how they used to put this thing. They are ginger, no be here. They are hustlers. Most people will attribute it to probably you being an Igbo girl and being an hustler. But does it have anything to do with that, or it doesn't have to do with culture? It's just your mindset.
So I didn't get that. The call came in and then.
Yeah, did you hear me?
I didn't get you correctly. The call came in. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, great. So I was saying that your own approach to business and your ginger to business, would you say it has to do with being an Igbo girl? Because they say these Igbo girls are girls with ginger, their drive to business and everything. is second to none? Or would you say it just have to do with a lot of mindset? It doesn't have to do with where you're from or who you are, just your mindset. What would you say
I
it
don't
is?
think it's yeah. I don't think it has to do with. I don't think it has to do with where you're from. You
Okay.
know, it's about the mindset. That I'm an Igbo girl doesn't mean that there are no Igbo girls who are not doing anything for themselves.
Hmm.
That I mean, and I'm an Igbo girl doing business doesn't mean that there is no Yoruba girl or Hausa girl who is doing more for herself. I think it's a thing of the mind.
All right. Lastly, I'm letting you go this time. What has been your worst day in business?
Oh, I wish I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. So my final
Can you hear
question
me?
in yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Oh my God.
Hello? Hello?
I can't hear you.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Hello? Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Hello?
I can't hear you.
Okay, I'll cut you off, rejoin again if you can hear me. We'll just have one
Okay.
fine. Can you hear me now?
So I'll go off and join in.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
So I'll go off and join in.
Yes. But can you hear me? If you can hear me, no need for that. Okay. All right. We just have one final question for Ifeoma, and then I'll let her go. I mean, it's been an interesting conversation. A lot has been shared. So if you're planning to start a business, you want to be an entrepreneur, you're worried, how do I start? Where do I start from? If you missed the entire show, I'm going to beg you to watch it again. Ifeoma has shared a lot that will be very useful for anybody who wants to start a business, who is thinking to start a business. I mean, a
I
lot of
can
the
hear you now.
ideas, it has to do a lot with perception, not where you're from. Okay, yeah, welcome back. I can hear you too. Great.
Okay.
Yeah, so my final question, before I actually try to let you go now, is what would you, in 2 minutes or 3 minutes, just answer for me? What has been your worst day in business? Because we are sharing all of the successes. Let not be like it has all been rosy and sweet all along. What has been your worst day in business?
What day? Do I have? What day will only be when you think you're expecting more and it doesn't come the way you want it.
Hmm.
Business can be bad sometimes, you know. So sometimes you just picture your mind like very high, and you know what it is like when you have a
Hmm.
shattered hope.
All right. Sometimes happens
Because you know
when
when
we
you
have
put the
a
fish
high
in the pond,
expectation. Mm,
yeah, you know
mm,
when you put the fish in the pond, you know if you know it's not all of that will grow so big.
mm.
You know, it's not all of that will grow so big. So they don't think that when you start feeding the fishes that everything will grow, all of them will grow. No, they don't grow at the same time.
Hmm.
You know, some of them can actually come out the way you put them.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's a
so
challenge. That's a challenge for the business too. That's true. That's
yeah,
true.
that's the only worst. The worst time is when maybe you picture you're gonna make more and you still make your money, but maybe not as much as you expected to be like.
All right. I really must thank you so much. We've had a very interesting conversation. I mean, I've met a few serial entrepreneurs, and I'm happy to have met you. I mean, so if I want to buy my house in Abuja now, I have to call you. So that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a
I'm your
good one.
plug. I'm your plug. I'm your
All
plug.
right. So
House, land,
all right.
and
So
fish
before I
too.
before I let you go, do you send your do you deliver your fish to Lagos and every other location, or just Abuja?
Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere,
Nation
everywhere.
Nationwide.
US, UK, Lagos, um, Aba, Onitsha, Enugu, anywhere at all. As
Okay.
long as vehicles
Okay.
they move, go there. I'm with you.
Okay. When fish hungry me like this, I go call you. So that's a good one. All right. So before I let you go, how can we find you on social media? What are your social media handles? How can anybody find you if they want to buy a fish? If they want to know more about your fish farming, how can they find you? So tell us.
Okay, so my Facebook is Paschaline Bernard Ifeoma. Paschaline Bernard
Okay.
Ifeoma. I have
Okay.
a business page, Paschaline Ventures, on Facebook.
Okay. Okay.
Instagram is official Paschaline. Official
Okay.
Paschaline. Official, then Paschaline. Paschaline is spelled Pasthaline.
Okay.
Pasthaline. Official Paschaline. On
Okay.
Facebook, on Instagram, and then I have a business page, Passage Kitchen.
Okay.
Passage
That's all.
Kitchen is my business page. Yes. Then on Twitter, it's Paschaline.
All right.
It's Paschaline. Itspaschalin. It's Paschaline.
Okay. All right. So if you want to know more about her business, if you want to know more about fish farming, if you want to get to meet her, I mean, she literally answers her DM. I sent one. That's how I met her. So you can send your own too, and she will reply you. She replies DM. So learn more about her business. If you want to order any fish to any location, she's your go-to person. Okay, the network has taken you off. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, perfect. So I'm going to let you go now, but I really must thank you for your time to share with us all you have shared. I hope somebody who was watching, because by my count, we have had more than 50 persons to 60 persons online, and usually we get more of that views in less than 24 hours of up to 1,000 views. So what you have shared will be very useful to many people who want to be like you, who want to start a business like you, and I hope it will be useful to them. So thank you so much. I have to let you go. I know you're busy, so you can get to other things. But it's been an amazing time chatting with you. Are you there?
Bye bye.
All right. All
Yeah,
right. All right.
bye.
Bye. Bye. Okay. So I mean, it's been an interesting conversation. I don't know how to unpack everything for you in less than few minutes, but she shared so much that could be useful to many people who want to start a business. From starting as an actor, growing her reach to being a producer, spreading her tentacles to many entrepreneurship businesses, from selling clothes to selling fish to farming, to many things, so many streams of income. And how do you want to start? Um, I mean, the way you start a business, like she explained, have an idea. Don't focus on how much it will take. Start small and show consistency. And who knows, your Messiah might just come your way. It's been an interesting conversation. I really must thank my very active commenter to all terminal people for being super engaging. And I hope the session has been useful to you too. We'll be back again next weekend for another very interesting conversation. I'll be keeping you guys up to date. We have a lot packed. Like I said, our conversations will go from politics to technology to business, entrepreneurship, whatever it is to educate you better. We're happy to have that on the show. My name is Wisdom Chapp-Jumbo. Please, at the bottom of your screen, do well to follow me, follow my page here on Facebook. Follow me across all social media platforms. All you have to do is look for Wisdom Chapp-Jumbo, and my handle everywhere is Mr. Weasel. Find me, follow me, let's engage. But first, follow my social media page, follow my Facebook right now. Below your screen, tap the follow button, click on the notification button, follow me. I'll be back next week with another exciting conversation with another guest, and I hope I inspire you to do well. My name is Wisdom. Have a fantastic evening.